Here we are then for the final race of Season 9. P. Sierra on pole with Mechanovic alongside. Then it's El Carlos, Yusuf, Marcus Nelson, the World Drivers Champion, and Ravo and his former friend Catfish. Then it's Annette Babanez, UK Ball and his teammate Miles Stone, Bituco and his teammate Daf Sanchez, Aldridge and Jay Gallagher. Debris, Mohamed Nawawi, fresh off of the third place. Then not Lewis Hamilton, Rhodesis, Alan Lee, Gamer Cat, Polarock, and Enoch Bury. Well, tyre wear has been an issue in the second half of the season. For the final time in Season 9, in the desert of Yas Island, all 5 lights go on, and we go green in Yas Island, and that's a very good start from the two Mercedes boys. No, actually that much from Mechanovic. El Carlos up into second, and he's challenging Sierra for that lead of the Prix. Sierra starting on the hard tyre, same as Debris, who is down in 17th. And Huey with a stellar start, up 5 places already. Mohamed Nawawi, the showstopper from last time out in Munich with a 5-second time penalty almost immediately. El Carlos takes the lead off the Yas Island Prix, coming through the second sector now. And that's a 1/10 lead. That's not too secure. Sierra on his inside with those hard tyres. What they give in life, what they give in tyre life, they give up in speed. That's the trade-off you get. The man fighting for second place in the Drivers' Championship, fighting for Mahindra's his first ever 1-2 in the Drivers' Championship. Oh, someone's gone off in the third sector, and that's the world champion! And Ida Bonus, the Dace is facing the wrong way. Oh my goodness, this is an absolutely horrible crash. That has involved the World Drivers Champion, and he's missing his front wing. Babanez is now facing the right direction. Everyone just about fine now. But into the pits comes the World Champion. This seems like cruel irony to me. You get to start your first race as a champion. On the first lap, you get spun around by a Romanian. The Romanian who won that race. Many drivers with 5-second time penalties, including both Aguris, as Nawawi gets overtaken by Babanez for 12th place, and there is still that fight for the lead out in front. It's only been 2 laps, and those softs already down to 59%. The hard tyres are going to start outclassing the softs very soon. The mediums right now seem like the best race tyre, because those softs are dead. Which is probably why this Nelson came out on their sides, and into the wall goes the other Mahindra of Yusuf. Oh, and if Mahindra's day could get any worse, Yusuf's been given a 5-second time penalty for being thrown into the wall by El Carlos, I think. Was it El Carlos? No, it was Mechanovic. Gallagher's been given a 5-second time penalty as well. And it just looks like it's been a little bit of a tag with Debris ahead of him. Very abrasive track surface we have here in the desert. Polarock already down to 46% tyre wear. I wonder how he decided not to come in Truly's last race as Truly Grand Prix. Meaning that after this season, the only team remaining from Season 1 that keeps its name, and in this case also one of its drivers, will be Audi, as they perform a switcheroo. Sanchez ahead of the 2 car. Remember when I couldn't get his name back? Anyway, Mechanovic solves at 38% armor. Yui came in, that's why he's down in last place. But 5 seconds of a lead for Sierra. These hard tyres are paying dividends. And UK Ball currently in 3rd place, chasing after the 2 Mercedes. Sierra signals off his lap as his teammate comes into the pits. UK Ball and Catfish fall in. Miles Stone currently in 4th. And El Carlos makes his way past Batuco. They're side by side on the main straight. But it's a done deal for the two Spaniards. That's third place on the road currently for El Carlos. There's 18 seconds off the back of Sierra, who is forecast to come into the pits around lap 9. Marcus Nelson setting the fastest lap of the Prix. And here's the race start. Back to the action then, and on board with Jay Gallagher, his tyres have gone far off the cliff, 60%. The Tuco's struggling as well, 12%, and into the wall goes Cable! And he's had a collision with one of the drivers. I'm not too sure which driver it was. It's definitely not Sanchez, but that is almost race ending. I think it was not Lewis Hamilton there. 5th lap of the Prix then. And my goodness, Batuco almost in the wall. Batuco is in the wall. And he's lost part of his front wing, so he's going to have to come into the pits anyway. Mechanovic with a 5-second time penalty for causing a collision for that massive, drastic slowdown everyone had. And we've got yellows because Gallagher's got a full car puncture. Batuco coming in at 0% puncture tyres, and he's in the wall. He's sliding around in the pit lane. And it seems like Gallagher's had the same thing. No, it's Gamercat who struggled. And he's hit his teammate who's on 0. And, oh, this is awful for Batuco. He's come out of the pits on completely punctured tyres. He's got track limits warning. This is it. This is race over, basically. Polarox in the pits. Yeah, there is that Audi driver who struggled to come in. Similar issue for Polarox, but he was able to come into the pits and change tyres. There's a 3rd track limits warning for Batuco. He's going to be out of this race in one way or another. He's off the track already, so you hope for him to peel into the pits at some point. But unfortunately for him, he cannot peel in. His tyres don't have the grip to. On to laps 6 of 14. Sierra leads. El Carlos 2nd. Milestone 3rd. But for this Audi driver, it's truly unfortunate and also unheard of to see something like that happen. And got yellow flags in the 2nd sector. And we believe that is for one of the drivers in that sector. Probably Batuco. Yeah, that's for Batuco. Batuco spun, sadly. At least that's what we believe has happened to him. On board with El Carlos, whose mediums have also gone off quite a bit. And yeah, Batuco now down in last. And whoa, I think the cable he got passed by Gallagher there. Unusual things happen. So we've got a fight for 14th occurring right here. Oh, keep an eye on this one. And yeah, yellow's in the 3rd sector for Batuco. He's definitely going to be out of this one soon. And he's slowing down El Carlos. That's helping Sierra quite a bit. Half race distance then, and you should probably subscribe to the channel if you like what you're seeing. Unless your name is Batuco, and out of the race he goes. And it's a virtual safety car. It's pretty weird how the tyres re-laminated there. Yusuf, he's definitely coming in at the end of this lap. Yes, he did. But generally, the teams are trying to push the envelope of what's possible for their tyres to perform. And when you push the envelope too far, you get a puncture. And when your entire car has been punctured, well, you can't do too much about it. 30 seconds is the gap between Sierra and his teammate Mechanovic because El Carlos has come in. Mechanovic absolutely shot tyres, that's what they are. There's many other drivers coming into the pits, and if Sierra was to come into the pits, which he probably will do in the coming laps, he's gonna have that race lead. He's gonna have it held down in the Mechanovic a sitting duck to the Jaguar behind. All he really can do right now is defend. That podium position won't even go to him. It will go to the Spaniard if it finishes exactly as it is. We've got 6 laps to go. And that is some stellar defense from the Turkish driver. On the outside, tries to go Al Carlos. But into the pits comes Mechanovic, and that was some stellar defense from him. Catfish also in for their second stop. And Debris, he's actually doing pretty well. He's up in 3rd. Now, could Debris do exactly what Nawali did last time out and just somehow finesse his way to a podium finish? That's what you'd hope, but he's very prone to getting penalties. And as you can see, Seattle on 43% worn hard tyres. Those things did 8 laps. I wonder if Mercedes are going to push him like any further, because an RQA is right on the back of him. And he's going to unlap himself if he doesn't come in. So into the pits comes Seattle. We're going to watch this pit stop. It's going to be for soft tyres. And those soft tyres are probably the scariest tyres to be on. On board with Alcalas, going over the gravel through this final sector complex. And yeah, sadly for him, that is not going to be anywhere near the race lead for him. That's the main straight between them. That's the main straight. Into the pits comes Alcalas anyway. His third stop of the E3. So that means Miles Stone's going to take 3rd here. And I think Debris is coming in. Yeah, he does come into the pits. Ravo's in as well. We've only lost one driver from the C3, but punctures, collisions, it's been a heck of a ride throughout Season 9, and I hope that you'll join us next time in Season 10, the last time in the Formula E Multi-State Championship. Mechanovic setting a fastest first sector. Genuinely, amazing stuff from Sierra to start to glory like that. But Yusuf's tyre is absolutely shot. Mechanovic is 3 seconds down the road on 64% worn tyres. In other words, very similar when it comes to performance. Except they don't have that manufactured groove you see. 4 laps to go then. The last 4 laps of Season 9. So let's see where this goes with Sierra. That is Strap to Glory episode. He sets his fastest first sector of the E3. Will Miles Stone find a way to win this race as Yusuf and Mechanovic both coming to the pits? Almost looked like the Turkish driver had a puncture there. Or maybe, can someone else win this race? If Marcus Nelson wins this race, I'm going to subscribe to every commenter on this video. I promise you. But Polar Arc is lapped by Miles Stone, who's 18 seconds off the back of Sierra. Stone's tight. Stone's going to have to pit again. Sierra's also going to have to pit again, but Sierra's got quite the buffer. This has been amazing strategy work from Mercedes. The hard tyres finally come good. As a race tyre, most of the time, if you saw on the hards, that means the team has basically just said, no, I don't think they get that chance to race. But those softs and mediums both shot down the gutter into the pits. Comes Miles Stone, what should be his last stop of the E3, because you're not allowed to come into the pits after the penultimate lap of the E3. Oh, and he's been hit! And F.E.M.C has been hit by Yusuf, who's going into the wall! Yusuf in the wall! You didn't get to look behind on F.E.M.C, but you could hear that. That was a tag from the car behind. Yusuf in as well. Missing part of his front wing, that's why he came in. But no penalty for that. Yeah, no penalty at all. Debris fighting with Revo somewhat. This is for position. This is over 5th place. But out in front for Mercedes, it's quite a slippery ride, but it seems to be a slippery and controlled one for P. of Spain, who comes into the pits with number 97. El Carlos, the other Spanish driver. There are actually quite a few Spaniards in this grid. Wow. But yeah, it does seem to be a pretty smooth ride for the top two. Lap 12 of 14 now. Looking at Milestone, the man currently in 3rd place. Trying to gain on the 2 guys ahead of him. And we're going to go on board with Milestone then. El Carlos in the pits. Keep an eye on the mini-map. I wonder if we can enlarge that. And 2nd place, a swapped hands has been given to the South African driver. And now the question for him is, how long can he hold on to the softs? Because Debris couldn't hold on to them for much longer. Yeah, and Marcus Nelson couldn't hold on to his mediums for too long. We're on board with Revo, who is currently in a fight with Yusuf over 2nd place in the Drivers' Championship. As it stands, the only real way that Revo can lose out is if something catastrophic happens to the midfield. Yusuf finds his way up into 10th place. Lewis Hamilton absolutely struggling on his medium tyres. Aldridge on the back of him. That's going to be a 2.5, the easiest overtake possible. El Carlos closing in on Mechanovic. Mechanovic's tyres also gone off quite a cliff. Yui into the pits for soft tyres. We're on the penultimate lap of season 9 then. And he's still on the back of the Mercedes driver. Into the pits comes Milestone. This is the last opportunity that you can make for a pit stop. P. on 60% tyre wear. They should last. They should last. Catfish is currently in 3rd place then. And Milanovic, he can only really hope for 4th right now. That'll be his best possible finish. And oh, someone's gone off. Someone has gone off in the 3rd sector. This track's been cleared. But I really want to find who that was. It was not Lewis Hamilton, whose mediums have truly gone off. He's missing part of a short wing. He comes into the pits. And Yusuf comes out of the pits in 15th. And that is going to be his hopes of 2nd place in the Drivers' Championship gone. It will still be his best ever Drivers' Championship finish. But it's not going to be 2nd. P. though. He's been working night and day for this race lead. He's actually been leading throughout the entire race. It seemed easy as he set the fastest 1st sector of anyone. But 46% tyre wear is no joke. He started on pole. He had what seemed to be unfavoured strategy. But the 4 stop was not working. The 3 stop would have killed you as Babinus has gone off. UK ball in the wall. And UK ball almost has punctured tyres. Track's been cleared, so they say. But by the time he comes into the pits, I really hope that he doesn't have a puncture. He stayed out. UK ball stayed out. Oh, Nissan's got a puncture. That's a double rear puncture. That's an old tired puncture for UK ball. The slowest car currently. And as P. cruises home to a victory for Mercedes. That's going to be it for season 9, everybody, with a fastest lap of 15.299. You got a feel for this man. He's struggling with what Batuco is suffering with. El Carlos is going to come home with a 2nd place finish. Catfish, he's going to be hoping that he's quite a ways ahead of Milestone. But unfortunately for him, that's is going to be 4th place at the line, I do believe. Mike Anning is correct. Stone should be 3rd. As all the cars come across the line now, apart from UK Ball, who has a puncture. And out of the race goes Sanchez. Sanchez in the wall. He's up on his side. Miles Stone goes 3 seconds faster to just close in on the Jaguar. Oh, Medicis, he's also going to struggle with a puncture, isn't he? Coming to the line, 6%. Swerving. As we get going again, we're just looking at Medicis, who might finish the race with a puncture. And no, he's in the wall. And he's out. Medicis out of the Prix. UK Ball really struggling to actually turn the car. Should be happy with a 5th place, even with all of this. The fact that he's not out of the Prix is kind of saddening, though. And he finally comes into the pits to finish the race in the pits, actually. Where's the start-finish line relationship to his box? He comes in. And he goes out. And that's going to be it. And this will be your podium then to end off Season Nuevo. I think that's how you say it in Spanish. P. Sierra, the Mercedes driver for Mercedes EQ, because that is not saying the same thing twice, comes home with the race win, a lights the flag victory from El Carlos, a Spanish one too, and Milestone of South Africa, who got the fastest lap. Then it's Catfish, Mechanovic, Ravo, Inet Babinus, Marcus Nelson, Aldridge, and Debris. 11th place is Yusuf, then it's Mohamed Nawawi, Gallagher, Alan Lee, UK Ball, not Lewis Hamilton, and not QE, Gamercat, and Polarock. The non-finishers were Daf Sanchez, Medicis, and Batuco. In the driver's standings, to end off Season 9, Marcus Nelson is your world champion from Ravo and Catfish. Then it's Yusuf, Mechanovic, Sierra, Milestone, and it was 1 point behind his own teammate in the end. And then it's El Carlos and Inet Babinus, who were only separated by 2 points, by the way. Well, no one actually spoke about the fight for 4th in the end because they were tied on points. And the fight for 7th was also was interesting. Then you have Batuco, Daf Sanchez, those two best of the rest, and they deserve it. Then Gallagher, Aldridge, Medicis, Nawawi, Debris, Yui, not Lewis Hamilton, Gamercat, Alan Lee, and Polarock. And your final constructors standings go as such. Mahindra Racing take home their first ever World Constructors title on 305 points. Then it's Envision, who come home with 261. Then it's Jaguar on 258, 1 point ahead of Mercedes EQ on 257, and then it's Nissan on 241. Absolute Audi Sports up next on 104 points, the only team behind Nissan to score over 100. Then it's Dragon on 68, Aguri on 53, Diesta Cheetah on 40, Renault Sport on 25, and Trulli Grand Prix on 17. Well, Season 9's been fun, and I can't wait to see what the final season of the Formula E Monoposto Championship has in store for us. Bring on Season 10. I've been Bloated Dragon Sonic. This has been the Formula E Monoposto Championship's 9th season, and I bid you all adieu.